Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are continuing our career mode in the International Lonestar, painted in international orange. We have a load of trucks heading from, a load of cars heading from Grand Junction, Colorado to Gallup, New Mexico. Not too much to say about this particular load, other than we just need to get on the road. It's a 6.5 hour drive in-game, which should translate to about, 20 to 25 minutes of total driving time, assuming we don't waste a lot of it getting stuck in traffic and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get out of the lot here and onto the road. Make sure we're not going to hit anybody. Okay, just double checking and making sure we're not going to run out into traffic, because if I had pulled out in front of that U-Haul there, that would not have been a good thing. Let's get out on the road here. Hopefully we can get some cruise control set up once we get on the freeway. It'll be a nice, smooth drive all the way from where we are to where we're going. I do need to get over to the left, though, because it is a left turn onto the freeway over here, I think. What is going on? Oh, these guys crashed into each other. So, sorry, I'm going around. We don't have time for that. Got places to be and things to get done. All right. Go. And on to the freeway. Gonna need to stop for gas at some point, I think. I guess not. We have over half a tank. So anyways, here we are on the freeway, getting ready to set our cruise control and just chill as we drive down the road. I have to say, I'm kind of hoping that this series picks up a little bit as far as, interest from the viewers. I do enjoy driving the truck around. I just got to figure out a way to make it a little bit more engaging, because I feel like it's kind of, well, I don't know, it's kind of weird because my Elite Dangerous stuff is exactly the same format. It's just set out in space. I do pretty much the same thing where I'm just going from place to place. Yeah, there's some scanning and stuff that happens. We stop occasionally, land on planets and things like that. I guess that's probably more engaging than just sitting here in the truck. But this series is doing better than my flight sim stuff, because I think it's because, it feels like it's a little bit more fast-paced than being up in the air and flying around. And while it's more visually appealing to be up in the air and flying around, the feeling of moving and progressing and actually getting where you're going is much slower. So even though I try to talk as much as I do here and have something interesting to say, we got to stop for the vehicle inspection. Great. All right, well, we'll stop for this vehicle inspection. Hopefully get that done as quickly as possible, and then we can move on. But like I was saying, the reality of, the flight sim is that unless I'm going to sit there and do a bunch of time lapses, it gets pretty boring pretty quick, I would imagine, for most people. So I may have to knuckle down and actually do video editing for that particular video series, because I think it's the only way to make that even remotely interesting. Okay, not sure why you... Oh. Okay, it's a phantom truck. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get ourselves weighed here so we can get this done and over with. Alright. You're not in perfect technical state. Okay, I'm not sure why you needed to give me that information, but whatever. As long as you're not charging me money for it, I don't care. We are running with traffic fines turned off because of several issues, but I am driving as realistically as I can in more or less as safe a manner as I can, at least when we're on main roads and stuff like this. I do not have the patience for getting stuck behind a bunch of slow traffic, though, so we're gonna blow by these guys as quickly as we can. Oh, you suck, sir. Excuse me, I had to turn away to cough away from the microphone. Here we go. Sorry, I have to focus right now to make sure I'm not going to crash into anybody. I realize this is a little bit more bumper cars than you would really do in a truck, but we got really slowed down with that way station, and we're trying to get where we're going here. I don't know that I'm necessarily worried about realism 100% because clearly I turned off the traffic fines, and you know, I try to explain that when I mention it. It's because the way they chose to make red lights work in this game are a little bit ridiculous. A lot of times when you make the right turn, you'll get charged for running the red light, even though it's legal to do that. And one of my viewers did mention that it's probably because I don't turn my turn signal on for it. Well, I use my turn signal for camera management, so I don't want to be doing like this as I'm coming up to a light, and I don't want to have to flick the thing on at the last second. I don't always remember to flick it on at the last second. Really shouldn't be something I have to worry about, though. That should be something where, you know, your position in the lane, your position in the intersection should determine whether you ran the light, not whether you have your turn signal on. That's a little bit unreasonable in my opinion. So, you know, there's that. And then there's also just the fact that sometimes the AI freaks out and they will randomly just run into you for no reason, and you still get charged for that, regardless of whether it was your fault or not. So, yeah. I just don't want to have to deal with that. And then I also turned off fatigue so that I could have more fine-tuned control over what time of day we're driving, because if I'm forced to have... Okay. If I'm forced to have to... sleep when I'm tired, then that means we're not going to have control over what time of day we're driving. So is this guy... All right, I'm going. I'm sorry, dude. You're going to have to wait. I'm not sitting and waiting for bus after bus after bus. All right. Down to 5 hours, though. That's good. Going down into Utah for this run. I have been to Utah in real life, but only on a recruiting tour with the Marine Corps. I was a musician, and we did a lot of recruiting tours. That was one of our primary missions. So I went all around the western United States because of that. Let's get our cruise control reset, but down to 65. I will stay in the right lane for now, assuming this bus doesn't get in my way. Fortunately, the game, especially when you're using a controller, has the not let you overturn feature on the steering, so even if I go all the way to the right like this, I can't tip the truck over because it won't let me turn that far. It won't let me turn that far while I'm going that fast. I am going to slow down for this, though, because I think we're going to go off the road if I don't. .45. Go ahead. I'm gonna start trying to remember to use my cruise control, because I do have the retarder and it does work, and it helps slow you down and prevent you from over speeding, and that way I don't have to slam on the brakes, because unfortunately with the way the brakes work in this game, and especially with these controllers, you know, it's really easy to over brake because you're not able to really feel what's happening with the truck, and you're not able to feel what's happening with the pedal and all of that stuff. So I much rather just use the cruise control whenever possible and only use my brakes when I'm actually coming to a complete stop. That way I don't have to worry about it too much. But of course we're going through this very small town. At least we got a staffing agency out of it. That's cool. Get ourselves through this town and then get back up to a reasonable speed, because 30 miles an hour is not, it is not a reasonable speed. But that's okay. We'll make it work. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to go ahead and stop here and grab some fuel. Because why not? It's convenient and right here, and we just have to stop for a second to get it done. And if only fuel filled up this fast in real life. How much is it going to be? $431 for almost half a tank of fuel. Okay, looks like there's no cars coming. Fortunately, I was gonna say fortunately, it doesn't seem like there's that much traffic, but we're gonna get stuck at a light here probably at least once. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut until we're through all of this, because this is not gonna be fun. Alright, well, we made it through that light barely, like it was yellow as we were crossing through it. But fortunately, here in the United States, that's technically legal. As long as you're in the intersection by the time it turns yellow, they generally won't give you a ticket. So, while not exactly the nicest way to do it, it works. So I'm back on the cruise control, trying to use that to manage our speed. Speed limit's popping up to 50, so let's go ahead and start accelerating now. we doing here? Ah, we're getting down to a single lane. I think we're going to be stuck for a little bit because we have these big trucks in front of us and they're all driving super slow. But fortunately, I have that sensor that will automatically adjust my cruise control based off of what traffic is doing in front of me, so I don't necessarily have to worry about it too much. This will maintain the maximum speed possible until we can get around all these guys. The load we have isn't particularly heavy compared to some of the other things that we've been hauling, so ideally, if we can get a passing lane up here pretty soon, we can get around these guys and get up to speed. Here we go. Come on, get out of my way. Oh, never mind. It's a turn-only lane. Boo! Thought we were going to be able to go. What is this guy doing? Some kind of accident? Ugh. There's all kinds of stupid crap happening in this episode. I don't know what's going on. I have the road incidents turned down to, I think, like 10% or something, so that it's not, well, so that we're not constantly having to stop, but this entire area has just been really ridiculous. All right, come on. You guys can accelerate. It's okay. God. I don't have the patience for this stuff. There's a reason that I hate commuting to work. I've been fortunate enough to not really have to mess with it very much at all pretty much this last year, but pretty soon I think I'm going to have to start doing it again. That's not going to be great. I'd like to go around, but technically be breaking the law by passing in the turn-only lane. Oh, never mind. Alright, hopefully there's enough room for me to get around these guys if I can accelerate. Of course, the car is going to move over and start speeding up, but hopefully he gets around them quick, and I really need this lane to stay this way until I can get around these guys. Out of my way. Oh, well, at least we got past one. Gotta try to get up around this guy up here, because he is going to keep us moving relatively slow. God, this guy's killing me, dude. This guy is killing me. Hopefully we can find a way to get around him that doesn't completely break realism. I'd like to avoid that if possible, but we're stuck on this single road with these guys, and it's really annoying me. I don't have the patience to drive, 10, 15 miles under the speed limit because the AI can't figure out it. But I mean, I know that's realistic because there's plenty of people in the world who aren't comfortable driving at speed limits, and it's like, dude, can you guys just go, please? Get out of the or get out of the way. Just pick one. If you're not going to drive faster than the traffic behind you, pull over for a second and let people over. It's the way it's supposed to work on single lane roads like this. Come on. So he's moving over to the right. Hopefully this car's staying over there, and we can make a left turn, and hopefully we'll be on some roads over here. Oh, I'm speeding a little bit. Much as I want to be in a hurry, I'm trying to adhere to the law here. Trying to adhere as best I can. So we'll get up here, get into this turn lane, wait for the light, and then hopefully we can get out of this town and not have any more trucks in front of us. Luckily we got here just as the light was changing, so hopefully we can get through here. Oh, nope. Yep, another truck sitting in our way, taking his sweet time. Oh my, why would you stop like that? What? Oh my God. That's the kind of stupid AI. I don't know why he stopped. I don't know why he stopped. There was no reason for him to stop there. There was nothing in front of him. He just stopped. Alright, well, you guys are going to see a little bit of my spiteful nature now, because this is what I do to people who do stuff like that to me. Bye. He ran into me. It's only fair. Sorry, let me calm down and get back into real driving mode here. I got really annoyed by that. Like, dude, seriously, there's no reason for you to stop in the middle of an intersection, especially when I'm trying to get through it before the light changes. And he just stops in the middle of an intersection. What a jackass. I know, I'm the jackass for tailing him too fast and trying to hurry up and get through the intersection, but I have you guys in mind. Like, it's the whole reason I'm doing it is because I'm trying to make sure this video isn't too long. We're hurrying up and getting to our destination, hopefully getting there before it gets dark, or at least too dark, or at least we're not sitting in the dark for too long. You know what I mean? So I know the accident was technically my fault and I shouldn't have been on his butt and all that stuff. But, I do it for you guys. I have a feeling that eventually here's the thing. With this game, the realism aspect of it is fun for a little bit, but I always end up going into demolition derby mode with this game because I get tired of taking forever to get where I'm going. So I always end up, doing 90 miles an hour everywhere, taking racing lines through roads and stuff like that because I get bored with the realistic way of driving. So yeah. I'm going to try to temper that as best I can, not let my impatience get the best of me, but at the same time, especially when stuff like that happens, that right there is exactly why I have the AI, or I have the traffic fines turned off, because that would have cost me more money. Even given the fact that I just damaged my truck a little bit more, that already costs money to fix. I don't want to get double tapped by having the traffic penalty system hitting me every time something like that happens. That's outside of my control. Because there was no reason he should have stopped there. No reasonable person would have stopped there. There was nothing in front of him. It was just a glitch with the AI where he freaked out for a second and had to stop. Like, okay, yeah, that would not happen in the real world. No, it's feasible that it could happen in the real world, but realistically, no. Especially when we're all trying to rush through it and hurry up and get done. If he was a cautious driver that was going to stop like that, he would have stopped before he even got to the intersection. He would have stayed at the yellow light. I didn't even know there was a way station here. Speed limit here is 35. So let's get that set. Keep forgetting to. Well, I used my brakes because I thought we were getting onto a freeway or something. I didn't realize we were just turning into another town. This is so foggy here. Like, is that fog or smog or what is this? This is weird. The only thing about this sensor bumper is that if something stopped in front of you, it tries to stop you way in advance. Is there a reason why this guy's just sitting here? Hopefully we can get in front of these trucks before the lane turns or something. I don't want to get stuck behind these guys because they all drive in unreasonably slow. Over we go. Oh, nope. Yeah, I'm really glad I was able to get in front of these guys because it went down to a single lane, so now it's just cars in front of me. No, more. I need to get rid of this AI traffic, the traffic mod that I have. It's putting way too many cars in front of me. But we're down to 2.5 hours of in-game time, so hopefully it won't take us too much longer to get there. I really don't want to go over that 30-minute mark if at all possible. And I have a feeling we're going to get stuck at this light because these guys are taking forever to get through it. Ugh, here we go. Thanks, guys. And then, unfortunately, there's no sensors on the lights, so it's just on a timed program here, so we just gotta wait while it assumes that traffic is moving across, and it's not. It would be nice if we could get a green light. Give me a green light, please. I would like a green light. Yep, change. Go change right now. Please do it. Let's go. We got places to be, loads to deliver, time limits to meet. Here we go. Moving right along. Get up to 55 here, so that's good. Hopefully we can get past all of this stuff and move on. 65. That's good. Oh, no, 45. It's hard to read these signs from far away. And mostly it was just me assuming that it was popping up to 65 because I thought we were accelerating through this area, but apparently not. Guess they want us to slow down. Excuse me. They want us to slow down by the truck stop. Are you seriously pulling out in front of me? What a jackass. That's exactly the kind of stuff that people do in real life that irritates me. He could have waited for me to pass, but nope, I'm pulling out now. You're gonna wait. Pop it up to 65. Hopefully he pops into the speed and we can actually get going. Come on. 55 speed limit here. He moves over. Looks like we're staying on this road for a while, and he's actually getting out of our way, so at least he didn't stay in our path for too long. Alright, can we get a 65? Yeah, let's get back up to our speed here. We got less than 2 hours of in-game time, which realistically is probably going to make this at least another 10 minutes. Yeah, we got really unlucky having to pass through a couple of small towns with lots of traffic in it. Probably doesn't help that we were passing through the busiest time of the day. That's probably why we got so jacked up with it. It's all right. We'll get this load done, and then we'll get this load done. Be nice if these guys would get out of the intersection before the light changes. Speed limit is 35 here, so that's not too good. Way too much. There's way too many small, busy roads here in our path. It's making it take a very long time to get this done. Normally, we'd be done with this load by now, even at 6.5 hours, even at the distance that we were driving. But you know, we keep getting stuck at these lights in small towns and lots of trucks all over the place too. The number of trucks out here is just really irritating. You know, I realize the irony of the fact that I'm in a truck right now, but I'm just saying, too many other trucks out here getting in the way, slowing us down. The only reason I took this, well, the reason I took this load is because it was a very expensive load and it's making us a lot of money. It's just taking us a very long time to get there. Look at the mountain over there on the right, though. That's pretty, especially with the sunset going on behind it. It's one of the things I like about being out in the desert is you get really awesome, beautiful sights like that. It's too bad we're not getting a photorealistic version of it. That would be pretty cool. All right. So speed limit's 45 now. Hopefully we can get these trucks to go. 65. Need these guys to get out of the way, get around them, get up to speed. Yeah, I really like drive. Those planes or what? Birds. It had to be birds. All right, come on, guys. Full throttle. Here we go. Come on, you guys are taking forever to get anywhere. Oh, no you don't, Mr. Carr. I've had to wait long enough. Thank you. Off we go. Get ourselves over this hill, get the cruise control turned back on, and then we will be on our way. All right. Get past this Amazon Prime truck. We did pick up from a Ford dealership, so imagine we're probably delivering to a Ford dealership. There we go. Automatic bright lights. I like having that turned on so that when there's nothing oncoming, I can actually see. Because while you can technically see the road, it's very difficult to see anything out in front of you. Sure, let me know in the comments if that gets annoying to you, though. It doesn't really bother me, but I know flashing lights can get on people's nerves. We have have less than an hour to go. We should, if we can stay on this and not have to slow down anymore, that hour mark should go down pretty quick. Time is relative. Time and distance is relative in this game, so you know it's a useful estimate, but not necessarily very accurate. But we'll see how it goes. Really much to talk about. We're just trying to hurry up and get done with this episode. If you stuck it out at this point, you're sticking it out because you want to see the load get delivered, not because you have any further interest in listening to what I have to say. I do try to keep my I do try to keep talking though. I don't like driving at night, especially like in real life either. I don't like driving at night. My vision isn't the best, and especially after I had my PRK surgery, lights at night are very blurry to me. It makes everything look kind of weird. So I try to stay driving during the daytime whenever possible. But we'll see. Just got to get through this load, and then I can go find a place to sleep, and then we can do another load the next episode. I'm trying to get an extra episode done today. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'll immediately do another one, but you guys won't see that until tomorrow. All right, here we are in Gallup. That's our destination. I can see the load drop-off rings over there, so we're gonna excuse me. We're gonna be all this talking is making my lungs expel things. I think it's not very pleasant. So I think we're gonna barely make it under the 30-minute mark, but we'll see. Just kind of depends on how long it takes us to get off the freeway here, get over to the drop-off place, back into it, all that stuff. Oh, I need to take a left turn here, I think. Okay, guys, sorry, I gotta get over. So where exactly am I turning? Looks like it's up at the light, maybe? It's very weird, because the map over there looks like it's an on-ramp of some kind, but that doesn't make any sense. So I don't think it's here. Okay, well, I guess we'll pull up a little bit more and then find out what the deal is. Come on, guys, let's go. I'm a truck, and you guys are have much better acceleration than I do. Okay, I think it's here, so let's get over. Missed the turn. So yeah, that's a weird delivery profile over there. It seems like the road is next to this main road, but I guess you can't access it. I don't know. I have to imagine that if we could access it from this main road, they would have just had us go straight forward and then do that. I'm not sure what's going on here. I really hate it when this happens. We're going to be just a little bit over on our time. If the light would change, we could hurry up and get out of this. But come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Oh, the lighting in this the lights in this game are just really annoying. So I'm supposed to turn here. We're gonna save ourselves some time by speeding just a little bit. No cops around here anyways, right? Gotta make up for the stupid light irritation there. Okay. Much as I'd love to just run through the stop sign here, I don't want to get into an accident, so we're gonna look, slow down, stop, do our little California roll there. Get around the turns, get over here, and get our load delivered, because we're already at 30 minutes, and we're supposed to be done right now. Okay, here we are. Let's get this load done. Get this load dropped off. And there's a parking space nearby as well, so I won't have to go too far to go advance the time into the morning. That'll be nice. Okay, it says it's supposed to be right here. Okay, I see the little flashies for dropping off our load. Ideally, we can just back it in real quick and be done with it. Load or camera stuff turned off, and then this needs to go this way. Nope, I need to pull forward some more. I was hoping I had a little bit more room than I did, but I guess not. A little bit lined up. All right, well, hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did so that the YouTube algorithm knows and sends the video out to more viewers. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you will be able to watch as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all my videos, so be sure to click that join button so that when the next video comes, or click that join button so that you can check out the list of tiers that are available and decide if any of those are right for you. Again, thank you very much for your time. I hope you guys had lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.